Alright. We don't have everything for this, for all the psych lock shit yet, so... We're gonna check up on Gumshoe. See how that handwriting analysis is coming along.
Hey, you're just in time!
What is it, Detective Gumshoe?
The lab got back to me about that newspaper you gave me.
You must mean the sports paper with the memo scribbled on it. So? What did they say? Did the analysis turn up anything?
They said the doodle was written by the victim, Glenn Elk. No doubt about it.
I expected as much.
The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at the moment.
Alright. Seems legit.
MC Bomber. I get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well, I guess it'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me with whatever you find in the restaurant, okay, pal?
Since when did I start taking orders from Gumshoe? Although, I get the feeling there's something I need to show him. Well, it turns out that I have the exact thing. It's this small little bottle here.
You got one of those aroma bottles too, huh?
Only this one doesn't smell.
Huh? I don't get you.
This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles. But it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same. Wouldn't you agree?
A cologne bottle that doesn't smell, huh? Smells like a skunk to me, pal. Might let me borrow that bottle for a little while? I want to send it to the lab for analysis.
The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important.
I had a hunch there was something funny about that chef.
You suspect John Armstrong?
I've got that guy's number. I know what his secret is.
That must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before.
I guess I better fill you in on the details. About this Armstrong guy's secret, I mean.
Alright. So what's Mr. Armstrong's secret?
You ever had lunch at Tribulations, pal?
Yes.
So how was it?
To put it nicely, it was inedible.
Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, the place is clean, and he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so...
Yeah, I guess it's probably the food.
The real scoop on the guy is he's up to his ears in debt.
Really? How much does he owe?
This is a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 into red.
$500,000? Are we talking dollars?
Yeah. Hey, if it was sterling, he'd really be in trouble.
Sorry, that figure just took me by surprise.
Yeah, this case is full of surprises. And I'd be willing to bet that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch.
Alright. So, let's head back to Vitamin Square. Okay, so we got the sports paper back, which means we actually have everything we need for this psych lock here, so let's go! It's time you told me the truth. Why are you a regular at a restaurant that you dislike so much?
Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to restaurants: to eat.
To eat? Is that the whole truth?
What do you mean?
I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all.
You insolent brat! How dare you accuse me? What proof have you got?
I can tell that not you nor anyone else in the world would go to that place for its food. Because it's a piece of shit! The proof is in the pudding. Or in this case, the lunch menu.
That's the twin tea set.
The food at Tribulations is terrible and expensive.
You're wrong. It's cheap.
Huh?
I'm rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yes, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a jot of work since I was born, other than feeding the pigeons.
What a load of crock!
The taste's another story, but the price, it's nothing to me.
So you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn?
Exactly! I have so much cash I go for a swim in my money vault every day. Scrooge McDuck I am not.
Unfortunately, that's a lie.
What?
You don't have money to burn. You're flat broke. So you're looking for a fucking job. This is yours, right?
My magazine!
Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job?
I was... so what?
So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment. Need spending money. Oh?
I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go for the Javicino.
Yeah, I think you mean a cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there?
$8.
Those had better be some golden beans.
What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater, do you? Is that it?
No, I wasn't thinking that. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great.
No, it's not, but anyway, yes. The place has free newspapers to read every day.
Newspapers?
Exactly. They don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there.
I'm sorry, sir, but there are no free papers to read at Tribune. This was the only one I could find. Take that! Take a look at this.
What is it?
It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Tribune.
So, what of it?
This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than a month ago.
What?
Do you see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that a customer happened to leave behind.
Ah!
Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth?
I'm not hiding anything.
I'm going to have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why you go so much to Tribune is... the customer service. Take that!
What are you asking me about that girl for?
She was the waitress at Tribune.
Ah!
Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress!
But I don't recognize that face.
And you are probably telling the truth here, because you weren't looking at the girl's face, but at her outfit! That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. That uniform is all you can think about, isn't it?
I can't take it.
To you, that waitress was your...
Enough, please. No more. Stop saying that word. Stop saying waitress. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
All right. Sir?
Yes, it's true. I was there for the young girl. Fine, so I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful old devil.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I even get one of those lousy cups of Jappuccino every time for $8. All because of the serving girl. Punish me, lock me up.
Really, that's not what I'm here for.
You'll be the same. Another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. You'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me.
No, really, listen, sir.
Stop calling me that. I have a name, you know, boy. So show some respect, I'm Victor Kudo.
Sorry, Mr. Kudo.
You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more.
This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident, which means I have to hear his testimony one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his psych lock and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood. I think I know just the thing, actually. Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons? Yeah, he fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes. Ooh, ouch. Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while? Huh? Me? Why? There's something I really want to ask that old man. Sure, okay, I'll just get changed. No, hang on. Can't you go like that? I guess? Sir?
Huh, you again? Well, well. I see.
Nick, his eyes are burning into me. It's okay. I think it's going pretty well. Huh?
You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, alright?
Play on the slide? We were so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled. Pigeon. Yeah. How can we crack this guy? Excuse me, please, sir.
Quiet! Can't you see I'm feed the
pigeon? Mia!
Well,
if you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you.
Yes, yes, yes! Of course, certainly! I'm Victor Kudo. Even from beyond the grave, wow!
About the incident.
you mean the man who died after drinking the Chavachino?
It's like he's a different person.
It was quite a shock, even for me. He was a strange-looking boy. The girl took the Chavachino over to him, see?
And? Was the customer alone?
Definitely! He was the only person at the table. Then he took one sip of his Chavachino
And
he said something like, "Grog," and then collapsed, dead.
Oh, how terrifying.
So good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know.
He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. But it looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either.
Do you like the food at Tribulations?
Well, of course. I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London.
Really? How interesting.
Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France.
What a lovely story.
London's in England, not France.
Oh yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much. I can't take it. I want France.
I can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy.
You visit Tribulations a lot, don't you?
Of course. I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there.
Really? Oh, you're so flattering. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure.
Be careful of that chef, my dear.
The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong?
That's right. The man's an ex-con.
He's an ex-con?
Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do?
Oh no, those eyes, I can't take this. Mia's really got this guy eaten out of her hand.
He steals things from his customers.
From his customers?
Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things mainly. He's a pilferer, so you be careful around him, my dear.
Are you sure about this?
Of course! He was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Chavachino.
He really is a regular.
Let me write you a little haiku about it.
A haiku?
A Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about that chef. If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy a replacement.
Poor guy. He couldn't do enough for Mia.
Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help.
Thanks, Mia. We got some really important information thanks to you.
Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this.
Well, that was not the strangest thing, but it was up there. I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation. Had enough of being a waitress? Yeah, plus, no one came to the restaurant.
Ooh la la, Mademoiselle Maya, no, how can you leave me like this?
I'm sorry. That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a psych lock or 3, didn't he? I'm gonna have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you.
Volunteer! Of course.
Alright. Let's get down to brass tacks here.
Well, what is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling.
I have to know the truth. What happened that day?
Laws, I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me.
Huh? Well, that was a new world record.
It was a lottery ticket.
A lottery ticket?
The man who died here had a lottery ticket. For $500,000.
$500,000?
Oui, but after the incident, this ticket... it disappeared.
The ticket disappeared?
This was the motive that the prosecution gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket.
Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?
My lord.
You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me, and I want to know the reason why.
No, monsieur, you doubt me, but I have confessed to you everything I know.
Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket, I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. It was... you! Mr. Armstrong, I believe there's a very high probability that it was you. Ah! Wow, that is one piercing scream, even for a man like him.
Pourquoi, why? You have no evidence. I am not masked the mask. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others.
Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. Alright, let's try that again. I'm presenting things out of order like a dumbass. Take that!
What is this, a poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well, I adore poems.
Please, read it. And put some feeling into it.
Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender.
I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you?
Mon Dieu! Le mensonge, you are a liar!
You deny it?
Do not make la false accusation, s'il vous plaît. So do you have any proof? I want to see the incontestable proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers.
Now I present this. Just trying to do things out of order. It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong.
What is that?
This is my Magatama. And I found it in your kitchen.
No!
Wow, that scream just about broke some windows.
Oui. I have weakness for the trinkets and the figurines. My hand, it just slips out. I cannot stop it.
You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right?
Oui, it is the truth. I am just a timid little girl inside, monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time it was not a small trinket, oui? It was $500,000. My, no, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money.
Really now?
Oh, monsieur, what is it?
Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you are in desperate need of a large amount of cash? Because of this? This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? Ah! You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? There we go. Make up for that mistake. Mr. Armstrong, you said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know he had something like that in the first place?
The man, he was listening to la radio with his earpiece.
Maggie said something about that too.
The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden he exploded. Yes, $500,000, he shouted.
And the ticket?
Oui, he had all his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I...
Put the poison in his coffee?
No, 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 no. Oh no, you naughty man. I simply helped myself to one of his tickets.
What?
A victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them.
Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right?
How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you. No, this is not true. I did not take it. Not take it 5 million, I mean. But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket. My fille, it was not...
That's enough.
Huh? Mr. Godot!
What the heck are you doing here?
Ugh. This is without doubt the worst coffee I have ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong.
He came in here for coffee? Does his craving for coffee know no bounds?
Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I am the airhead, no, just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at. But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion. He had the wrong ticket.
What?
Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor. So, the ticket he took was worthless? Not quite. He did win something. $1. You see, I am just a pretty face. Without my looks, I have nothing.
So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal?
Indeed, what did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we?
Voila, you two! Time to laugh at the pretty little airhead! Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Looks like we've got a new mystery now. Namely, where did the winning ticket go?
Got a bad feeling about this.
Well, anyway. We can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again. And with that, we will move on to the trial next time. See you then.